Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, December 2nd, 2014, and today is my baby boy's birthday. So my son is 17 today, and he's got a really busy day ahead of him, so I probably won't see him till like 8:30 tonight, but he is 17, and I want to wish him a happy birthday, even though I know he never watches my videos. So despite it being quite chilly, we're sitting outside my backyard today so that we can get a full view of the lovely paper piecing vintage. Paper piecing vintage, as you can see, is complete. The full pattern posted yesterday. You can get it on Craftsy, craftsy.com/sewhooked. I will have a link in the description directly to this pattern. I have a couple of people to thank that made this project easier and faster and just so much more fun. First of all, I need to thank Amber Lowry, our very own HP5 freak, who tested every inch of this pattern. She made the whole thing before you guys did. She tested every block, she checked every word to make sure that I didn't screw anything up and that it all made sense, and I could not have done this without her. So Amber, rock star. I also need to thank Francesca, who is the lovely lady who quilted this. She's with Sweet Girls Quilts, and you guys be sure and check out the deal that she's doing. If you're working on paper piecing vintage, you can get 10% off your long arm quilting if you get in touch with her before March 1st. So she did the long arming on this for me. She did gorgeous Baptist fans, which is a lot of ruler work, and she did a beautiful job, and I will show you some close-ups of that at the end of the video. So this will probably be my last really big paper piecing vintage bow, so I'm just gonna go all out and share as much as I can about this. This pattern came about, this block of the month came about because I decided last year that I was only going to work on things that I wanted to work on. I've done a lot of stuff where I've designed things for people because they asked me to, and I still do that a little bit, but for the most part I'm only going to design things that I really want to work on. So with that in mind, something I had really wanted to do for a long time was a vintage inspired sampler quilt. Which this obviously is. But as you guys know, I prefer to paper piece, and most vintage patterns are hand pieced or machine pieced, and I just decided that if I really wanted to do this, that other people would probably enjoy doing it too. And after I got it all drafted out, I thought, you know, this would make a really nice block of the month. And so in just around this time last year, the end of November, beginning December, I announced Paper Piecing Vintage for 2014, and I had about 100 people sign up just in December, which was amazing. This is still second to Project of Doom for my most participation, but for the patterns that I have sold, this is the big one. And I know you guys can probably recite this by now because you've watched my videos all year long, but I'm gonna say it one more time. Paper Piecing Vintage, 12 paper piece blocks in 2 sizes. This is the 12-inch version. You can make them in 6 inches. And now, not only does it have bonus blocks, which you can see I used in the piece border. This is one of the bonus blocks. This is August. But I added this piece border. The instructions are in the quilt, even though this wasn't part of the original design. These instructions are in the quilt. In the pattern, you also have, there's a scale on every page that includes a pattern, so you can check your size and make sure it's correct when you print it. There's a coloring sheet, so you can sit and color and get your colors all right. The fabric amounts are included so that if you want to do this as a 2-color quilt, it includes how much you need for background and how much you need for each of those colors. If you want to do it like I did it, you need a background fabric, and then you need a fat quarter in every color that you want to use. So you need 2 fat quarters per block. So what I did was 2 fat quarters per block plus background fabric, and then all of my leftovers became this awesome pieced border. So it's a really great way to use fat quarters, but you could also go super scrappy and just pull out your scraps and have a blast with this. So that would be another way to do this quilt. Don't forget, I do have a Facebook group just for this quilt, so I will continue to support this. So if you haven't finished it yet, don't think I'm gonna disappear and not help you guys anymore. I'm still gonna be there, so if you have a question, definitely post it there. I get updates from that group, so I always know. I get emails, so whenever anyone posts there, so that I know if there's a question or whatever. So be sure and let me know if you have a question. I'm really looking forward to seeing your quilts. I cannot wait to see what your finished projects are gonna look like. I've had a few people ask me if I'm gonna split the blocks up and sell them individually. I could do that, but my individual blocks are $2.95. So for the cost of $3, $6, $9, $12, 4 blocks, you can have this entire thing. So think about that. I might split this up, but it won't be till next year. And I do have a couple of designs that didn't make it in this quilt that I might sell individually. So I will let you guys know if that happens. Don't forget to share your video to be entered to win this month's prize. And I've had one yes on doing monthly prizes for Talk to Me Tuesday next year. Let me know if that's something that you might be interested in participating in. I will put on ttmt.livejournal.com, I will ask you guys the question in text, and you can let me know if that is a thing that you want to do. If you're in the US, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving last week. I hope you guys are in the midst of all of the fantastic crafts that most of us get up to this time of year. I do want to share really quick before I head out that I do take most of December off from blogging. I still do Talk to Me Tuesday, but I don't usually post a lot of new content in December because I'm getting ready to spend the holidays with my family. So I think that's it for me. I'm gonna get this edited. I have a chocolate fudge truffle cake to make today. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. And there is a squirrel running around up a night tree making a whole lot of noise right now. What's up, squirrel? You want a cameo?